welcome. How's everybody doing? Hi, let me look at the comments. Hi, Strange Fruit. How are you? I'm so glad you could make it. What, like 12 a.m. where you are? I forgot. South Africa doesn't do daylight savings, right? It's Europe. It's probably like 1 a.m. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Please like the video so that it can share to the algorithm. Hi, Jasmine. Oh, beautiful. How are you? Gorgeous. I'm so glad you could make it. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Please write in the comment section. Can you hear me? Because I have to have my AC on. I'm on antibiotics, so I really need to keep my room cool. I usually have my AC off, but I'm feeling like a little from the antibiotics, so I have to keep it on. So I hope you can't hear my AC. How's everybody doing? So grateful to have you all. I've had a crazy past 2 weeks. I was in the hospital for bacterial infection. So that's why I'm on antibiotics. It's the worst pain of my life. Can't believe it. But I'm grateful because I never get sick, which is so funny. The other day I was saying, I was like, I never get sick. And then I got really, really, really sick. I felt like somebody was stabbing my stomach. It was horrible. Okay, good. I'm glad you could hear. I'm glad you can hear, Jasmine. Again, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's just past midnight. Okay, midnight over here. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you, Strange Fruit. I'm glad you could make it. Let's get into this reading. By the way, Strange Fruit, because you remember, if you see this, you're a tarot class member. I'm going to be doing the review of the book very, very soon, just because I've been sick. So I haven't been able to. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't sleep. It was the worst pain of my life. Let me tell you guys. And I have a very high threshold of pain. It was terrible. Terrible. I don't wish it upon anybody. Basically, the bacteria got caught in my small intestines, and it was horrible, 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 horrible. So it backed like everything up, and I didn't have any bowel movements. And so I had to go to the hospital. They put like a tube in my nose. It was so traumatizing. They put a tube in my nose and I had like a full meltdown at the hospital. Looking back, it's kind of funny, but the nurses were so sweet. And there was this one guy that was so sweet to me, like wiped my tears. He came to check on me. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes." Because I couldn't have any visitors because I was in isolation. So I was considered contagious. So it was very, very traumatizing. I sound like such a baby talking about it because I know people go through real things in life, but that was not for the faint-hearted. Let me tell you about that. Now you're feeling better. Getting sick shows how valuable. 100%, you know. And I'm generally a healthy person. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I eat very well. But again, you're right. This does definitely show how valuable life is. Hi, Rihanna. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, obviously, because I haven't been live in a while. Super grateful to see you. Happy to see you. I love seeing your profile picture. I love your smile. Okay, so now that I've done that, I've said hi to everybody. If anybody wants to add anything, how's your week going? I know it's Wednesday. I do have off because I was in hospital. I took off work this week because I was considered contagious until yesterday, so I couldn't really work. They were scared I was going to spread it, but I do usually do these lives on Thursday. So next week I will be doing this on Thursday. It's just today I wanted to do today because tomorrow I'm doing like an outing. I'm going on a trip. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. So from next week back to Thursday. So I usually do these on Thursday. Okay. So now that everybody is done saying hi, thank you everybody for joining. Let's start off with the first topic, which is Beyoncé versus Rihanna. So you know what got me thinking about this is that a lot of my videos about Beyonce have been accurate. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with them. But her disappearing, and I don't mean to come across as a Beyonce hater. I don't mean to do that because I don't like to hate anybody. just don't really like hypocrites. And I feel very strongly that she's a hypocrite because I know people that have worked with her, worked for her, worked with her. So just by that. And I don't want my biases to come into this reading. In fact, I just never allow that to. But I have noticed this kind of like secret rivalry between Rihanna and Beyonce. I don't know if you guys have noticed it either. With like the hair care and Rihanna's recent publicist coming out and saying, former publicist coming out recently and saying that they feel like there is a rivalry, there has been for a while. So I want to just pull the energy about that and to see what's like behind the rivalry, you know. The cheating rumors for many years, they said that Rihanna was one of them, one of the Beckys that he cheated with. So let's see what's behind the rumor. I'm using behind the rumors and behind this rivalry. I'm using the Crystal Magic Tarot deck. I love this tarot deck. Yeah, so let's see. Hi, CVFVTTGT. I wonder what your thank you for subscribing, by the way. And I wonder what your profile name means. Can you do Harry Styles Zayn Malik reading? Okay, so I'm going to be fully honest with you. I don't really like to do those because a lot of people think that there's like a secret relationship that happened between them. I don't think that there is. So that's why I don't really like to do those because I don't want to prompt any, fuel any rumors of something happening between them. And even if they were, it's none of our business. So I've done a friendship one and I got a lot of hate for it because people were like, there's clearly something romantic going on between them. I don't see it. So I am going to refrain from that just for now. I do have a Harry Styles video coming up. I just recorded it and I'll be editing it. So for members, it'll probably be up tomorrow. For everybody else, over the weekend or Monday. Okay, or next week, depending on how the upload goes. Okay, so let's see. What's the energy behind this rivalry between them? The lovers. So, the devil. Ooh, dropping my cards. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. And Knight of Wands. So I see here that, you know, and this is what a lot of people have said. I strongly see this energy that when Beyonce met Jay-Z, she was very young, you know, and I can't even imagine like my first real boyfriend. I can't imagine marrying him. I know, you know, we had such a toxic relationship because I was immature, and I feel like some of his personality traits took advantage of my immaturity. So with that being said, imagine your first relationship, you know, in your early 20s, late teens. I was in my late teens when I met my first relationship, my ex. And they can ignite like this jealousy in you that nobody else can. I don't know if you guys have felt like that, but I definitely feel like that. Like my first real relationship, nobody could ignite jealousy in me like him. You know, I'm not a jealous person. So that being said, I strongly feel like he used Rihanna to kind of control Beyonce. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense. And because of that, she's always had this secret. She wants to be number one, you know? And I think she's wanted to be number one over Rihanna. So the more successful Rihanna got, he used Rihanna to kind of manipulate Beyonce, you know? And it worked because Knight of Wands is Jay-Z's energy that I get. Very strong energy that I get from him, Two of Swords. You know, just him being strategic and using Rihanna to get to her. So I feel very strongly, and I think both products. I mean, I love Fenty. I use Fenty foundation, even though it's very expensive. And the other day, actually, funny story. Before I got sick, I was getting ready for work, and I was putting on my makeup, and I have tile flooring. I dropped the bottle of makeup, the Fenty, and it cost like $40, and I was so mad. And it broke, and I was like, oh, I just ended up buying a new one, but it was just like, oh, but her makeup is that good that I dropped a bottle. Just get another one. But I think her products, her hair products, are going to be very good, and I have a strong feeling that energetically, I feel like hers is going to come up first. But Beyonce has like this rivalry with her because she doesn't want to see competition. She doesn't want Rihanna to be number one. So I don't know what you guys think about that. I'd love to hear your commentary. If you have anything to say, I'd love to hear what you have to say before I move on to the next topic. Just gonna go through this slide. Okay. Strange Fruit says, thank you for your comment, by the way, Strange Fruit. Says, I saw this TikTok video that broke down why Rihanna's business ventures are often more successful than Beyonce's. Something like the 10th house placement on the birth chart. Interesting. Very interesting. I love astrology and placement. Sorry about that. That was my crystal. I love astrology and all that kind of stuff. I read more tarot. I'm very interested in hearing about the 10th placement. 10th placement is usually 10 about work, which is very interesting. Yeah, work, your career, your drive. So I'm interested to hear what her 10th placement must be. It must be like Rihanna's must be conjunct with Leo, something like that, or Aquarius, could be Aquarius. Anyways, we can actually look at it right now. You guys are here. And look at birth charts of Rihanna. That's what's nice about not having to work. I have so much time. Except my vacation comes to an end on Friday, so. And I was on Monday, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much time this whole week. Okay, 10th house. Oh, Capricorn. You see, 10th house started. Okay, 11 degrees Capricorn. You see, I knew. I said, well, actually, I misspoke. I apologize. But let me share the screen. Her 10th house starts at 11 degrees Capricorn. So, oh no, that's just the houses in general. Yeah. Because your 10th house is usually your Capricorn. Capricorn's in the 10th house. So let's see if there's anything. Because sometimes these charts are not the best. I have to get like an astrologer to break it down. Because I honestly, I'm not the best at reading these. Yeah, but look, okay, so I do know that I can see, is that a part of her 10th house is an Aquarius. You see, that's what I was saying. That's Saturn energy, if I'm reading it correctly. I have to break it down properly. Maybe next time I'll take a look at it. But it makes a lot of sense. If her 10th house is partially in Aquarius, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Because you see over here, yeah. And then let's see with birth chart of Beyonce, her 10th house. I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, so let's see. Can't see her 10th house. Let's see. It doesn't really show it. Anyway, so yeah, well, I try my best, but I could see that. I could definitely see that. Okay, so thank you for that. Thank you so much, Strange Fruit. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's move on to Kim Porter, unless anybody has anything to say. Kim Porter's book. We'll let the slideshow play. It's Okay, so Kim Porter, I'm going to use the Lightyear's Tarot with me. So a lot of people have been saying that Kim Porter had like a book that she shared. I don't watch other psychics, mediums, just because I don't want it to taint me, to taint my readings. But I did see somebody was talking about how, what's her name? Sloan Bella, who's a fellow psychic on YouTube, predicted that there was some kind of manuscript, some kind of book. And she said that Kim Porter was poisoned. When I did my reading on Diddy's Woman, I saw that it wasn't necessarily that she was poisoned. It was just that she kept a lot of things in, and that kind of poisoned her. You know how, like, just personally speaking, this is my personal experience. I come in general, some of my family, we tend to like shove things under the rug, and that can be very detrimental to your health. And I think she comes from the same energy. The energy that I picked up on about her is that she'll take things to her grave, even though like it affects her well-being. That's why now I always speak up for myself. I always speak up in general, because that stuff, like keeping it in, will make you sick. So that's what I saw. I saw that even that was poisoning her. That was it was like her aura was foggy, So that's what I see. So let's see. What about this book and this manuscript? By the way, I'm just gonna Palo Santo really quickly to clear the energy. I'm gonna do it afterwards too. Because I just feel Diddy has very strong energy. Very strong negative energy. Let's go clear the energy. Okay, so let's see about this alleged book. Strange Fruit says Kim Porter was so beautiful. Yeah, she did. I must say this, and may she rest in peace. I did see her being coerced into doing some not so great things, which is kind of like a Diddy thing. Nasty spirit. So let's see what this book. I don't see there being a book. I don't see it. Okay, so this is what I see. This is the energy I pick up on. And this is intuitive based, it's not fact based. With 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords, High Priestess. So I see here that the intention behind whoever brought this manuscript is not well-meaning. There's like a friend of Kim's who wants to benefit from. Oh, hi! I'm so glad you joined the membership, the Cat and Tilfor Hat. Oh, welcome! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's this friend. What I mean to say is, there is a friend. This person who says there's a manuscript. I don't believe. I'm not talking about Sloan Bella because I don't want to talk about her. Hi, how are you? I'm so glad. Thank you for joining the membership. Oh my gosh, it means so much to me. And you've been around from the very beginning. I remember you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you. So there's a friend that is poisoning her energy, and I think might be interfering with other psychics' energies too. This person's very powerful, King of Cups and the Sun, but this person kind of wants to come out as like the hero, you know. But I don't see there being a book. I'm not saying that there isn't one. I don't see there being one. Let's see. Yes, it has been a while. It has definitely been a while. I'm so grateful for you guys. You know, most of you have been with me from the very beginning, and I'm very, very grateful. I can remember most of you, like a lot, especially a lot of the members. I can remember a lot of the members as soon as I had memberships became members. So, and even the new ones. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Let me switch off and mute my computer. So I see that there's a friend that she has that is not being true, is making up a lot of this stuff, and wants clout, wants recognition. So this friend will reveal themselves. This friend will reveal themselves and will be like, oh, I'm this. It's a woman. The Empress, it's a woman. I'll be like, oh, Kim meant this for me, Kim meant that for me. But let me tell you something about being in, well, I wasn't in Hollywood, but I dated people in Hollywood, my ex-publicist. There's a lot of fake and phony people in Hollywood. And it made me, like, not trust a lot of people. Just this friend of hers wants the money, Six of Pentacles, and wants the fame. I don't see it being Kimura. It's somebody that we don't really know, but they want to build their name on being the hero of the story. They're going to reveal themselves, though, 100%. Get ready. But I don't see there being a book. And this person's very good at manifesting. Might be like the Scorpio Taurus is the energy that I get. I'm not saying Scorpio Taurus are like this, but I'm just saying that's the energy that I pick up on about this person. They're very obsessed with fame, and they're often like they themselves are not they themselves are not famous, but they often attach themselves to famous people. So yeah. Anybody have anything to say? I see your question about Harry Styles. I'm gonna leave it. I do have a Harry Styles video coming up very soon. Does anybody have anything to say before we cover the last topic? And then we'll get into, then I'm going to take a little break and I'll be back to do personal readings, which I'm really excited about. So that's another new membership perk that I'm going to be doing personal readings once a month. I used to do them before. I didn't have that many members before, and I feel like it wasn't at a good time, so a lot of people were missing it. But I'm going to be doing once a month. The first week of every month, I'm going to do personal readings live just for members. So if you have the butterfly or the star next to your name, you will be able to ask a question or two, or for how many ever you want, because I'm dedicating an hour a month to you all. I just have to eat because I have to take antibiotics, and taking antibiotics sucks, but I have to do it. Okay, so let's do Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So, to the energy, just an update. Oh, yay! I'm so happy. I just need like 20 minutes to eat. So when I'm done with this, 20 minutes to eat, and then I'll be back. I promise you, we're gonna do them well. Especially because you all are so excited for. Sometimes it's like everybody has schedules that they need to do, but it makes my life so much easier if people are excited for it too. So yeah, thank you for that, Stage Fruit. Also, if you have any suggestions of a time for this live, I'll take those two. Right? Brianne says, are we surprised that Ben and JLO are breaking up? No, I did call it. I did definitely call it. Okay, so let's see the update on them. Okay, so she's looking, her and her team, Jennifer Lopez, are waiting to drop the news that they've broken up. The Hierophant and Awakening. And like I said, she's probably going to do the Vegas residency. I saw her performing. Before she performs again, which is, it's not the tour, but I see her possibly doing a Vegas residency. She's going to do some kind of performance for like consecutive performances. And I see that happening at the end of the summer, around then. But she's just waiting for stories to die down. Then she's going to announce her divorce and she's going to go on tour. Some kind of tour. I don't know if it's like a full tour. Looks like it's not that, but it's going to be like a mini tour. Because, you know, I strongly see her having narcissistic personality disorder. I don't know her, but she has all the characteristics. And when she does that, she's going to be like, and excuse me, people of that personality trait, they need attention. And even though people are like, she doesn't have to work another day in her life, but she needs the attention. It gives her something. So she doesn't have a husband anymore. She needs to get it from somewhere. What better way to get it from her fans than from her fans, you know? So I see her kind of conjuring up a story that I predicted this before. Go back and watch my JLO videos. But I predicted before that she's going to say, you know, she needs to be a strong woman. She needs to, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. She needs to be a strong woman, and she needs to take care of herself and her well-being, and she had to leave she's just going to come up with a very fabricated story about why they broke up. And actually, let me see why, because I do think they've already broken up. They're just waiting to announce it. So let's see why they really broke up. I want to see. So Strange Fruit says, my heart kind of breaks for JLo. Remember the video I did about middle child syndrome? Oh, I'm so glad you watched that. Yes, you know, as a middle child, it's I also feel empathy for her. I really do. And that's why I do these videos, because I feel like sometimes I'll watch videos and I'll get caught up in like the gossip and I'll be like, yeah, she deserves to be taken down. Like, but she's still human. You know, and behind every story, every person is a story, and I really believe in like humanizing people, yeah, and learning from it, because we all have aspects of us that are not kind too, you know, that we need to work on and heal within ourselves. So that's what I'm focused. That's why I love to do about. The video you did really humanized. I'm glad I humanized her, because like I said, and her too, I know people that have worked for her that didn't like her at all. In fact, I don't know if I told this story in that video, but I used to work at a yoga studio in Beverly Hills, and it's on Wilshire Boulevard, which is like the longest running boulevard in LA, I think. And I remember actually that video of Ben closing the door on her was like right around the corner from that yoga studio. So she used to go to the yoga studio with A-Rod. I remember one time I went in to teach, and one of the front desk were like, oh my gosh, JLo came in today and she was with A-Rod and she demanded, he was like traumatized by her, by the experience. He was like, she like threatened me and like was just so mean to me and demeaned me, you know. I don't fully remember the story because this was like 5 years ago. But I just remember that, just like thinking, like, what kind of person do you have to be to do that, you know? Yeah. Oh, you're a middle child too? I'm interested to hear about your experience. It's funny, the older I get, the more I realize I have middle child syndrome. So only when I turned 30 that I was like, oh, I definitely have middle child syndrome. Like overcompensating, you know, overachieving, overdoing things. Because So we feel like we're not really seen or heard. So I definitely see that in her a lot. A lot. So, what was behind the breakup? And him too, he's no angel either, I must say, Ben Affleck. I don't know anybody that's worked with him. Or maybe I do. You know, these New York and Hollywood circles run so small, especially if you're in like particular circles. So I wouldn't be surprised if I know somebody that worked for him. But I haven't heard anything personally. But I could just tell the energy I get. I can just tell that he definitely has his issues. But let's see, what was behind the breakup? So I see here the world high priestess of 5 Pentacles. He felt alone. He was the one that did the breaking up, and he felt alone. He felt like she wasn't really around. She wasn't really present. The magician in reverse. He had always wanted them to kind of get back together in some form of fashion. He felt like she was the one that got away. I think that's why he moved so quickly into the relationship. And because of that, he always longed after her. 6 of Cups. He daydreamed about her. You see how in the picture there's like a daydreaming, kind of dreaming aspect. He always daydreamed about her. He always felt about her. He always, had this thing with her. He put her on a pedestal, which if you know anybody who has NPD, some kind of personality disorder, they love to be put on pedestals, because they believe that they're better than everybody else. So they often have people around them that put them on a pedestal. And things started to fade. He started to see, she's not very kind in person. I think he forgot, because he put on a pedestal, he forgot her true nature. And I think he was very lonely at that time. By the way, I watched this movie on Netflix with Jennifer Garner, and it was so funny because I've been watching a lot of movies being sick. And oh my gosh, I loved it so much. It's called like Family Switch or something like that. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I enjoyed that movie so much. And I love silly romantic comedies. This is my jam. I've been watching one a day. But I just wanted to say that. I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a sweet movie. So the Emperor, 5 Wands, and the Fool. So he felt like his ego felt like he had to compete with other guys for her. That's why he married her so quickly. That's why she made him feel like, hey, there's other people in line for me. You need to come right. Like you need to make sure that you marry me. For her, it's always marriage. It's never like, let's date. It's just marriage. You need to make sure you're married. And she's very good at manipulating men into marrying them. With the Tower and Ace of Wands, but then he was like, nothing that I do will ever be good enough for her. Okay, so Strange Fruit says, would you say JLO and Ben are twin flames? See, I have a different view of soulmates. I don't know if you share the same view. I just have a different view in general of soulmates. I think you have many soulmates, and I think that your twin flame, you have many twin flames too, and they prepare you to be your best self. I don't think JLo, and I don't mean this in a mean way, I don't think she is humbled enough to understand the twin flame experience. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I don't think she's humble enough to really fully understand the scope of having different interpersonal relationships. Because in her world, it's all about her. Oh, you are a huge rom-com. Me too. I watched Clueless last night. I've been watching it, like I said, because I've been sick. I've been watching a lot of them. I watched Matilda. It's not really a rom-com. I love Matilda. I love a lot of rom-com stuff. Especially from the 90s, early 2000s. One of my favorites It's Can't Hardly Wait. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that movie. Oh my gosh, it's such a good one. Such a good one. I actually watched Mean Girls in the hospital. I watched Mean Girls, and I forgot how much I love that movie. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here, unless anybody else has anything to say. Give me 20 minutes to eat, and I will be back for personal readings. So yeah, grab a snack, do whatever you need to do, hydrate. I have to eat because I have to take my antibiotics, and I will be back. Let's see what you have to say. Strange fruit. It makes perfect sense. Like whichever label we place on relationships or interactions, exactly. But if the person's not willing to see that, in fact, one of my twin flames, I believe is one of my twin flames, is famous to this day. I'm not going to say who it is, but I strongly believe he's in music, and I strongly believe that he just was not ready for the experience. And I think if he were, we'd have a different outcome. In fact, right now he's in a lot of hot water in the press and stuff like that, which part of me is like, I'm glad it didn't work out because I would have been going down with him. And he had another side to him that I didn't see until I was out of the relationship. But his personality reminds me a lot of JLO's personality, is that they constantly need attention. And if they don't get it from, they're not good at interpersonal relationships, but they're very good at seeking attention from the bigger picture of everybody. You know, lots of fans. They need a lot of fans to make up for. And he's actually a middle child too, which is very funny. Didn't realize that till now. He's a middle child. Yeah, so let's take a break, 20 minutes, and I'll be back for personal readings. It is for members only. I'm doing this every month, once a month. Yeah, so let's stay tuned. Thank you everybody who came, even if you're a member or not. Yeah, see you through. Awesome. I'm glad you'll be here. Even if you're not a member, you can still watch it. You just can't ask any questions. If you want to join before I do it, it's $4.99 a month. You get so many great benefits, so many great perks to being a member. Also have the one that's $9.99, which you get to learn tarot with me. And we have a book club too. That's part of that membership. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. So around 7:10 Eastern time, I'll be back. Thank you everybody for watching. I love you all.